Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good morning. So we are people we're joining from Ministry of Education's AI wing, and we're trying to talk to some of you. So if any of the team members from there or from here reach out to you, please help us out. Also, a team here is looking for people specifically from IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee. So do we have anyone here from any of these IITs? Okay, yeah, he's there. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
A very warm and wonderful morning to one and all present here. It is indeed our pleasure to host the prestigious SWAM NPTEL SPOC Felicitation Come Awareness Workshop for the North Zone organized by IIT Kanpur in collaboration with MRIRS, a hub of excellence, academic excellence. I, Dr. Shobha Tyagi, and my co-presenter, Dr. Anika Magan, on behalf of Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies, feel quite exuberated and overwhelmed to take the opportunity to welcome all the prominent dignitaries from IIT Kanpur, eminent invitees from MRIRS, worthy NPTEL SPOC members to the one-day workshop featuring and encapsulating NPTEL SPOC Felicitation as well as curating an awareness session. I feel truly grateful to all the luminaries and distinguished guests who have managed to join us today to share the spectrum of their knowledge and glorious experiences of their SWAM NPTEL. SWAM NPTEL, a program initiated by Government of India, plays a crucial role in providing learners with access to high quality free online education from top Indian universities like IITs, IISCs, allowing them to learn at their own pace, enhance their skill set, and potentially earn recognized certificates. So you should have the zeal, and things are there in front of you. So thank you so much, gentlemen and ladies. Your presence here is a testament to your dedication and commitment to the pursuit of knowledge and advancement of our contemporary fields, either in technology or sustainability. Now, to begin with the auspicious occasion, we will commence with the traditional lamp lighting ceremony and Saraswati Vandana. So let's spread the almighty grace and divine energy in the surroundings. For that, I will request all dignitaries to kindly join for the lamp lighting. I will request students of Saraswati Vandana to please come forward.
Saraswati Sharade, Saraswati Sharade, Purne se agyane udad se, Purne se agyane udad se, Napani tar de, tar de, tar de, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade, 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 Ma Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade.
Thank you so much, our esteemed dignitaries. This moment truly infuses the event with an aura of wisdom and reverence, setting the stage for a day filled with insightful discussion and meaningful collaborations. As a gesture of our deep appreciation for their invaluable presence, we now extend a heartful welcome to our distinguished guests by presenting them with saplings, a symbol of growth, knowledge, and our shared commitment to sustainability. I would request Professor Dr. Naresh Grover to welcome Professor Satyaki Roy with a sapling. Thank you, sir. I would request Naresh Grover sir and Meenakshi ma'am to welcome Sanjay Srivastava sir with a sapling. I would now request Meenakshi ma'am to welcome Dr. Angana Sen Gupta with a sapling. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please. Meenakshi ma'am, I would request you to present a sapling to Mrs. Lalti Datta. I would also request Meenakshi ma'am to present a sapling to Grover sir. I would invite Kamlesh ma'am to present Meenakshi ma'am with a sapling, please.
Thank you, dignitaries, for doing the honors. Now, we also feel obliged by the gracious presence of Vadhwani AI Group, who have quite been instrumental in providing all the technical support to the NPTEL team. I would request the Vadhwani AI team to kindly join us at the stage. And for that, I will be requesting our Dean Academics and ED MRIS, Dr. Meenakshi ma'am, and Associate Dean Academics, Dr. Kamlesh ma'am, to kindly just felicitate Vadhwani AI Group. So I will request Mr. Vishad Tomar to kindly join us at the stage. So with a huge round of applause, we can just start with the felicitation. Okay, ma'am. I will also be requesting Jyoti ma'am to kindly join us at the stage. Dr. Jyoti ma'am. We can request all the dignitaries who are off the dais to kindly join us. All the Vadhwani AI team to please join us here at the stage. Mr. Jay Surya, Mr. Hariharan, Ms. Malika, Mr. Surya Akundi, Mr. Yashvardhan, Mr. Samarth, and Mr. Vivek. So with a huge round of applause, we can just begin with the welcome, please join us. I think we can make the clap ceaseless, please. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I would request all the dignitaries on the dais also to please join for the picture. Thank you so much.
Everybody has been felicitated with a sapling except one person who has been working since 7 in the morning till 11:30 in the night. At least she used to disturb me at 11:30 and tell me, "Ma'am, is the poster okay? Is the certificate fine?" So I would like to felicitate her with a sapling. Kamlesh ma'am, please.
Thank you so much. It is now my privilege to invite a distinguished academician, a visionary reader with over 3 decades of experience in higher education, research, and institutional development. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Dr. Naresh Grover, Pro Vice Chancellor MRIRS, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So it is with the immense pleasure that on behalf of Manav Rachna family, I extend a warm welcome to all of you present in the hall. Of course, we were expecting more gathering. I think because of the bad weather and the people must be on the way, and maybe some had to cancel their flights and because of the bad weather and all that. But anyhow, we are delighted to have amongst us the team from IIT Kanpur. So I welcome Professor Dr. Satyaki Roy, Coordinator NPTEL IIT Kanpur, Dr. Anjana Sen Gupta, Local Chapter Coordinator, Swayam NPTEL IIT Kanpur, Mrs. Alti Datta, Senior Project Manager, Swayam NPTEL Officer, that is from IIT again Kanpur. Then there are few more people, those who have been here since yesterday, that is the account officers, Mr. Ashwin and Mr. Ajay Kumar, and the other team members from IIT Kanpur who were there from yesterday, and they were just overseeing the kind of all the arrangements which have been made for the felicitation of our SPOCs of NPTEL from the North India part. I would also like to welcome the entire research team from Vadwani AI who have been extending all the tireless support for Swayam MOOCs. And not the least, I would like to welcome all that galaxy of academicians who are sitting over here, the professors and participants. And I am happy to share that although we were expecting almost 200 plus participants from the different states of North India, that is Delhi, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. And we have our own faculty members, deans, HODs from our MRIRS and Manav Rachna University. So I extend my heartiest welcome to all the participants and the faculty members, senior members from our MRIRS. And not the least, now I would like to also extend the warm welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Without the support and his leadership, it would not have been possible to arrange such kind of gathering. And of course, the Manav Rachna have been kind of arranging all such kind of organizing different kind of big workshops and all that. On the way, even Vice Chancellor was sharing with Professor Satyaki Rai that even during that last weekend, we were having a big PG convention of our dental orthodontics, and almost 3,000 plus participants across country. They were here for the 4 days, and that was a huge event. So I compliment the leadership of our Professor Sanjay Srivastavji, who have been motivating all of us to arrange such kind of functions and for the upliftment of our faculty members. Now, at the outset, I would like to express my heartfelt compliments and gratitude on behalf of all of us to the entire NPTEL team for revolutionizing the initiative to promoting access to a very rich, high-quality educational resources across various disciplines, fostering a culture of self-learning and enabling the students to complete on a global platform. Although we are all aware that NPTEL started in 2003 with the involvement of 7 IITs and ISS Bangalore, but in fact the exponential growth started happening after say 2017, and it is on the record that as on date they have created the almost 32,000 plus courses, wherein there is a kind of examination enrollment of more than 50 lakhs. And there is a kind of viewers, if we just say from their kind of website, which I could see, that is 2 billion, more than 2 billion viewers for that. So put your hand together to just applause the NPTEL team for providing that kind of facilities to the teaching fraternity and the students. Now, for which the kind of this function has been organized, that I would like to congratulate all the spokes from the different institutions who have been called over here for their facilitation and for the awareness session. I think they have become a kind of conduit and interface for providing that kind of facility to the faculty and students in the different institution. So I will just say that put your hand together for your own, that you have been kind of consistently providing that kind of support for all the faculty member and students to use that kind of facility which has been created from the NPTEL. Now, little bit about Manav Rachana, that Manav Rachana, if say it carries the mantle of excellence and professionalism with the philosophy of Manav Rachana Vidyantriksh. If we just split that Vidyantriksh, Vidya plus Antriksh. Vidya, I think everybody knows that Vidya means that is knowledge, information, and the basis of creativity and innovation. It is the foundation of technology and envisages the future of everyone. Antriksha, if we broadly say, that means it is the space. But if we further classify that Antriksha, it is of two words, that is Antra and Ikshan. Antra means that is the inner part, and Antriksha means that means the inner vision. So if we just combine this thing, that means the core value of Manav Rachana becomes the reality of inner vision or root of knowledge. Manav Rachana started its journey in 1997 by our founder, visionary Dr. O.P. Bhalla, with the only 3 programs in BTech engineering. And slowly that we have been progressing day by day. And as on date, if we just say, we have 3 higher education institutions and 12 Manav Rachana international schools across Pan-India. And it is being now, the legacy is being carried forward by our young dynamic leaders, Dr. Prashant Bhallaji, who is the chairman of the group, and Dr. Amit Bhallaji, who is the vice president. And it is all happening under the patronage of our Madam Satya Bhallaji. So if we just see that we have 3 educational institutions, higher education institutions. One is the Manav Rachana International Institute of Research and Studies. The other is Manav Rachana University. And third, which has become a constituent of MRIRS, that is the Manav Rachana Dental College. All the 3 higher education institutions, they have got their own name and fame across the nation and globally now. I think most of you are aware that we have a NAC A++ accredited institution, very few coveted institutions in the country. And we are trying our best to provide the quality education in all the domains. I will just name any kind of discipline except for medicine. Every kind of program we are offering at the higher education institutions. Besides that, as I shared, we have 12 international schools, 4 in association with the Kunskapsskolan, Sweden, and 8 with Manav Rachana International Institute of Research and Studies across country. And we have also started the IB in our schools. That is the kind of growth which is happening in a Manav Rachana family. So not taking much time, I would also like to share that we also get involved in with NPTEL in 2019. We have also created a kind of policy for the credit transfer for the MOOCs. And I was sharing with the Professor Satyagi Rai that that kind of uniqueness which we have kept in the curriculum of all our programs, that we are giving a great flexibility to all the enrolled students in any of the program by putting every curriculum in 2 parts. One is the compulsory basket and other is the elective basket. so that the student can choose kind of courses of his or her choice. For the UG program, if we just say that 70% of the total credit required for award of degree, that we fix under the compulsory basket, and 30% we are totally giving the flexibility of the student that they can enroll for the courses of his or her choice. So that gives a good opportunity for the students to learn the interdisciplinary courses and use the kind of the platforms like NPTEL. And for the PG, again, we are keeping that 80% of the total credits under the compulsory basket and 20% again to the flexibility of the students. And in case any student does a particular courses in a domain of say almost 20 credits or so, we also provide the minor in that particular domain. We are trying to follow the kind of NEP 2020 policy religiously for all the programs. And at present, if we just see that for the growth in our NPTEL, almost 85,000 plus certification, we have given the credit benefit to our students since 2020. And if we just talk of the current year, we have to be exactly that 2,256 students are enrolled for 6,460 certification for 422 different courses of NPTEL. So that is the growth happening in the kind of online platform, especially for NPTEL only. So at the end, again, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the NPTEL coordinators, faculty mentors, and administrators who have supported this initiative and ensured its smooth execution. So my best wishes for this particular facilitation center and the kind of awareness session. Again, my sincere thanks to all the team from IIT Kanpur. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm and insightful words. As we move forward, it's an absolute honor to introduce an exceptional academic leader, a visionary in the realm of design, media, and technology, Professor Satyaki Roy, National Coordinator, NPTEL, IIT Kanpur. Professor Roy is a renowned professor at the Department of Design and Media Technology Center, IIT Kanpur, bringing with him an illustrious career spanning over 24 years. His expertise lies in communication, folk art and craft, creativity, filmmaking, design thinking, and user-friendly experience. A true polymath, he specializes in documentary and film production, game design, user experience research, pottery and ceramics, and folk art and craft. His remarkable contribution to academia includes multiple patents as well as numerous national and international publications. His commitment to blending traditional art with modern technology has played a transformative role in expanding the reach and impact of NPTEL, shaping the future of digital education across institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the distinguished Professor Satyaki Roy to the dais.
Thank you, Manav Rachna, for providing this platform, for organizing this wonderful event. And it's really nice to see a lot of you here. And it's like becoming meeting your extended family members twice a year. So welcome all the SPOC members who have been coming here, not missing any of the SPOC meetings, and of course, for the new ones. How many of you are coming in for the first time? Okay, that's also a great number. Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction. Though I always say that the only and one and only introduction that I have is I'm a teacher, like all of you, and rest of the things are I'm more comfortable moving and speaking. So it's yet another semester has gone by, 800 plus courses, 3 million plus enrollments, so many examination registrations. All of that is data, which will be presented, of course. But this time I have what I'm more interested in, and that's also because we have with us our friends from Vadhwani AI, who are working very closely with the Ministry of Education and our teams, trying to look into various kinds of issues, which can be usability issues, which can be related to design of the portal itself, looking into systemic problems and throughout. If you, those of you who have been attending the SPOC meetings, know that this is one opportunity that we take to gather feedback from all of you. We are all learning all the time. There are a lot of people who are new. I'll give a brief history of NPTEL, how it all started and all that. And then, of course, I'll request Angana to take over and present to you the new features which have been added to NPTEL over the years, and also about the last course run. So NPTEL, for those who are new, it started back in 2002. We had taken up 5 major disciplines of engineering, and we had committed for developing courses both in video and web media. Videos were created and they were being run on the Eklavya platform that time, which was basically uploaded from IIT Delhi. And the web courses back then were something very similar to what you have the e-books today, something like a PDF document perhaps, with a little bit of animations, etc. in it. The same set of courses in video were created as supplementary material in the web format. I remember we had about 127 courses from 2002 to 2006, and then 2006 to 2009, and from 9 to 14, there were these 3 phases of NPTEL through which we created about 1,500 courses in all the different streams of engineering, in humanities and social sciences, management and design courses were introduced. So from 2002 to 2014, it was primarily the objective was to build our repository. 2014 and actually 2012 onwards it started. We were again and again being asked that who are actually the beneficiaries. We had certain collaborations with Google. They graciously provided us some space to upload our lectures on YouTube, and all of that was there. We did have a nice user base. We knew that people are viewing the lectures, but how much of utilization is happening, that was questionable. Even we kept on questioning ourselves, because it was just, the platform was just giving us a data which was based on hits. We didn't know whether people who are actually visiting the YouTube platform, they're actually viewing the lectures or not. We were little slow in kind of promotional aspects, not really creating too many workshops, not really conducting too many workshops and all that. There used to be workshops and all that, but this whole process started 2014 onwards, when we when we started the online certification program. So NPTEL online certification program, the first set of courses, there were about 2 or 3 courses which were offered in 2014, and today that number has gone up to about 800 plus in the current semester. Nothing would have been possible, of course, without the active participation of the SPOCs, who are like the extended family of NPTEL, and it is them who actually, they're extremely important for the system, because they are the ones who actually interact with the learners, the students, and of course the teachers as well. So having said this, it's a quick kind of introduction. Some of my friends from Vadhwani group were also asking me, Subha, how it all started and all that. This is how it started, but for the time being, I think I would request Angana to kind of present all the new features which have been added to NPTEL, and then we would like to spend more time listening to you this time, right? Thank you so much.
Very warm good morning to all the teachers present in this auditorium. On behalf of our university, as its Vice Chancellor, please accept a warm welcome from our side. Our team worked very hard for this. And yes, we can clap. And eternally we are grateful to Team IIT Kanpur that from past many years under the leadership of Professor Satiki Roy, Anjana ma'am and Lalti ma'am, all these professors, and just seen the young team of Vadvani Foundation. All of us are together with a single mission to make our country a developed India. The vision of 2047 of our Honorable Prime Minister is possible when the teachers of any and every institution, they ensure that how our gross enrollment ratio from 28% to be taken to 50%, what would be my role in this? Our grandparents said to our parents, and our parents have said to us, that we are born in a developing country, but let us all commit to ourselves that I will also contribute for the nation building with my bit to ensure how I can contribute for GER. NPTEL, I was talking to Satyaki Sahab, that NPTEL is one of the platform where we can multiply exponentially. If you see the growth, if you see the pattern, you will find that how things are going up. As a faculty, the time has come to ask a question to ourselves that whether I am a mere knowledge distributor or I am also adding to the intellectual repository. If I am a mere user, my days are limited. Now, if we look at the role of AI, Vadvani Foundation young team will tell us that as of now, if we look at the bigger canvas, AI has impacted teaching profession least. And I am making this statement with all responsibility. I have done my own research. Because what teachers can do when they take their students beyond books, there are many areas which AI cannot do. How we are going to use AI to our advantage to make difference for our students and our country, that is what we need to learn, where we need to upgrade ourselves. Platforms like this, they give us the opportunity to do intellectual renewal. Because if you are renewing yourself intellectually, when you go to the class, you find that you are carrying extra courage. You are carrying extra competence when you are looking at your students. And if we talk about three gunas, I was asking Professor Satyaki Rai about the correct pronunciation of his name. His name, look at the wisdom of the parents, Satyaki, the three gunas, Tamogun, Rajogun or Satogun. Read Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Are the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 2 chapters out of 18, they are exclusively devoted to the gunas in the person. Chapter 14 is known as Gunatraya Vibhag Yog, and 17 is known as Shraddha Traya Gun Vibhag Yog. Read more about what these three gunas are. And as a teacher, we are supposed to go in our class with Raj and Satogun. And more you carry Satogun, you will be a very, very different as a teacher. And this Satogun gives us a feeling of natural reward. And these natural rewards are three. The primary, the first one, the second one, I would say Q3, Q2, Q1. Q3 is feeling of competence. When you go to the class and you feel that I have done my job very well, feeling of competence give you a natural reward. You are smiling throughout the day in your office. People are looking at you. Why? You know, I have taken my class very well. And your students have given you enough energy. And that energy gives you phenomenal vibration on your face and you are glowing. And that is the natural reward you will find on the face of a teacher. The second role of Satogun is to add Q2 competence in you, is called feeling of self-control. A good teacher is known for his or her self-control. And Srimad Bhagavad Gita also chapter 6 talks about Atma Sanyam Yoga. जिस टीचर के अंदर, जिस शिक्षक के अंदर आत्म संयम नहीं है और वो अपनी अनुशासन की मर्यादाएं खुद तय नहीं करता, और जो टीचर अनुशासन का पालन करता है वही शासन करता है. सेल्फ कंट्रोल, उर्दू में जब्त बोलते हैं. एंड दोज हु कंट्रोल, सेल्फ कंट्रोल, they rule. Those who are joining NPTEL program, we have just, Satyaki sir has asked and many numbers have gone up. Look at the growth of NPTEL. It is what? A commitment to myself to enhance my competence, as well as I am committing myself for self-control. And the last and the highest of Satogud is feeling of purpose. As a teacher, I must know where I have to go, otherwise it doesn't matter where you go. I am sure that this program will give you a very purposeful direction, and we gratefully salute to the team IIT Kanpur for the mission, nation building and taking each one of us to the next level. Thank you very much. Abhar, Kritagita, Dhanyavad, Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Just wanted to update that few of the participants are stuck in traffic en route the campus due to an unfortunate accident that has happened. So they'll be joining us soon. Now we transition into an insightful and engaging session that dwells into the role of local chapters, mentors, and SPOCs, an integral pillar in the success of NPTEL initiative. It is my privilege to introduce a dynamic academician and an expert in e-learning strategies, Dr. Angana Sengupta, Local Chapter Coordinator, Swayam NPTEL IIT Kanpur. With nearly 15 years of diverse experience spanning UNDP projects, World Bank Training Initiative, and digital education, Dr. Sengupta has been at the forefront of empowering students and educators alike. Her expertise extends to economic data analysis, content development for digital platform, training students in debates and extempore, and ensuring seamless integration of learners into the e-learning ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, let us warmly welcome Dr. Angana Sengupta.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. But I am not a very new person to those who have been working with NPTEL since 2017. Some of you I know, some of you I have met recently, and a warm welcome to those who have joined us, the first time felicitation workshop. But life for me has actually come to a full circle. When I moved out of NPTEL in 2019, the last spoke to join NPTEL was Manpreet ma'am from Manav Rachna University. And when I joined back NPTEL, the first felicitation workshop that I'm holding is at Manav Rachna again. So that is a big, I don't know what kind of uh, coincidence I can call it, and absolutely a wonderful one, because when I met Kamlesh ma'am, I was looking at her and I said, the last book who joined while I was there in NPTEL was somebody like you, long hair, but and from Manav Rachna, but it was not you. So somehow I am back again, and I was so happy to see her right there, sitting there, and thank you very much. So those who have, I know there are some spokes who have joined me after I have conducted sessions of Swayam at their institute, and they are also here, some of them, and I'm so glad to welcome you here. So NPTEL is now one of the 10 pillars of Swayam, and so we have moved on from being simply NPTEL to being called Swayam NPTEL. Yes, and the unique ID that Swayam NPTEL has is the concept called local chapters. No other Swayam vertical has the concept of local chapters. So a huge round of applause for all of you who are here, because that there is, when you go up and fill up the form in the Swayam courses, there is one little question: is your college a part of local chapter, yes or no? And it's a mandatory question, mandatory field that you have to fill up. And I'm sometimes very proud to say, oh, only NPTEL people know what is the concept of local chapter. So yes, because of you, we are here, and we'll begin shortly with the felicitation. All those of you who are sitting at the back, please come forward. You are faculty instructors, not students who like to sit at the corner and hide themselves. And मैं बिल्कुल सवाल कुछ नहीं पूछूंगी. There'll be no question asked after the presentation is over. Feel comfortable, move forward, join us. Yes? There is a little message from Bharti ma'am. She is a little unwell with a backache, and so she could not make it, but she wishes all of you all the very best. And with that, I will begin. So as I said, we are now Swayam NPTEL, and so this is the spoke felicitation for Swayam NPTEL local chapters. अभी VC सर एक बड़ी अच्छी कहानी बता रहे थे about भगवत गीता and all. So स्वयं की भी अपनी एक कहानी एक है. जब when Gautam Buddha went, and he went in search of enlightenment, and he came back home, and his wife opened the doors, and she looked at him, and they spoke, and he spoke of certain enlightened words. So she asked him, from where did you learn all of this? How did you gain this kind of knowledge? And he said, Swayam se. So that is the empowerment of Swayam. Your students will gain this. The objective is स्वयं से पढ़ना है, स्वयं से आगे बढ़ना है, और स्वयं से रियलाइज करके आगे चलना है. So, this is nothing new for you. This is what you have done for NPTEL. So, again, a big round of applause for yourselves. Because of you, we have now created the largest online database in the entire world. Forget about the country. Okay? And last time we offered 7,518 courses on Swayam with 31 million enrollments and 5.36 million exam registrations and 3.35 million of certificates, for which you will be felicitated today. You are a part of this 3.35 million. So there is a slight modification in the NPTEL certificates now because of the ministry mandate. We have to have the Skill India logo. The Skill India logo is mandatory because of that little red thing at the bottom of the photograph. That little red thing tells you the percentile position of your students. Okay, whether they are at the bottom, average, top of the average, top 2%, bottom 2%. So the probable employer would know the skill level of the student. It just will increase the possibility of employability, you know, because we are looking at making the demographic dividend that we have, we want to translate actually into a demographic dividend, so that we can make the students a little more employable. So that is why the Skill India logo has been introduced for this time for NPTEL certification. So when we began in 2014, we began with only 3 courses, and right now in this semester itself, we have 869 ongoing courses in NPTEL alone. Okay, and last year we finished 1,452 courses. So that is the kind of graph, upward movement of the graph that we had seen, beginning with 3 and in 10 years ending at 1,452. And any academic institute with this kind of growth is unheard of. Yes, in 10 years, this is the growth we have achieved. We, I mean you and I, we have achieved, okay? So this is what we are looking at these are the kind of disciplines we have. Of course, because NPTEL began as a repository for engineering education, we have the maximum courses in engineering, but we have also now ventured into law, into social sciences, into design, ocean engineering. Ocean engineering, when I left NPTEL in 2019, we had only 2 courses. In 5 years, we have moved to 112. So, yes, that is where we are right now. Exam attendance percentage, and that has stabilized a bit because now, because of the Swayam mandate, we are allowing the universities to conduct their own exams. So that is why our proctored exams perhaps have now kind of attained a level, you know, and a gradient that is kind of parallel to the x-axis. So we have stabilized with our exam percentage. We might not see a shooting bar sometimes here and there, but even the stabilization is good for us, which means that some students still feel that having a Swayam certificate, having a Swayam NPTEL certificate gives them that extra edge over the rest. As long as they realize that, we are not too worried about the flattening of the gradient. The pass percentage has also stabilized. So that means the students are getting used to the online platform, the online mode of teaching, the kind of questions they expect, the kind of, you know, they have adopted to this very well, and therefore they are now accustomed to taking exams, the proctored exams that they take. This is very interesting. Reason for taking NPTEL, standard. It has always been maximum number of students would still take it for credit transfer, which means institutes are adopting it in their BOS, adopting it in their ordinances, and therefore the courses are still being favored for credit transfer. What is very interesting is a movement in the little turquoise graph. If you see, that shows the student wants to know a little more for self-development. That little turquoise graph has also moved up. So they want to do it for their own self-development, which is where Swayam NPTEL makes a change. You know, if they realize that they need to do it for their own development, then we have made it actually. Credit transfer is a mandate. Anything else is a dictate. But if you do it for your own upliftment, that is exactly where we can achieve the demographic dividend. If you notice this, you will see that the enrollment numbers have gone up as well as the topper count. Both the graphs are seeing an incline. So again, as I said before, that they are getting accustomed to the online courses. They're getting accustomed to the nature of the courses. They understand the nuances of the courses. And that is why the topper count goes up. So as usual, the computer science, the CSE stream always sees a huge number of enrollments. But please see, the next enrollment after CSE is humanities and social science. So with our courses, we have been able to achieve a kind of equilibrium and equity between engineering and non-engineering courses. Okay, I can move on with this. So aerospace has the maximum number of toppers in 24 in January, and July agricultural engineering, which is a completely new field for NPTEL, has come up with a huge number of toppers. Okay. But of course, biotechnology, computer science, humanities, metallurgy. If metallurgy has a huge surge in topper, can you imagine how well it augments for the economy of the country? The secondary sector sees a push. The manufacturing sector sees a push. So if there is again a demand for metallurgy, it augurs very well for our economy. And if you can see, metallurgy and material science also has seen a huge push. So here it is, the top 20 exam cities. Uttar Pradesh again is centered only around NCR. And even today when we were seeing the SPOC registrations and the in absentia spokes again, even after making a registration and confirming to us that yes, we will make it, it's the spokes from, especially for this state of Uttar Pradesh, it's kind of Delhi, NCR, little away from that, Meerut, Moradabad, that's how far they go. So that is a major point of concern as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. It has always been. So all I can say is that in 5 years, nothing has changed for Uttar Pradesh. It is exactly where I had left it. I can still pick it up from there. But I am happy to say that I think Madhya Pradesh has come up from being a little down at the bottom. Madhya Pradesh has come up, and I know certain spokes. I will be very happy to take their names. Dr. Ramkrishna Srivastav, Dr. Amit Bodh Upadhyay, Praveen Bansal. He's not here with us today, but I don't know what, something must have prevented him from coming here today. Praveen Bansal from Gwalior, Praveen Bhanodia from Indore. They actually worked very hard to bring up Madhya Pradesh to where it is. And if there are any new spokes whom I have missed, then please, your contribution is also equally important. But I know them. I have been working with them very closely, and I know their institute name also by heart by now. So they have really worked very hard, and I'm so glad that Madhya Pradesh is where it is today. And you will not believe, sometimes in the state-wise registration, they wouldn't even feature. Today they have made it to a position, and sirs, you deserve a huge round of applause for that, of course. All right. Now, this is extremely interesting again for Uttar Pradesh. There is a count of 530 LCs, and only 14 have made to the top 200 list, which means 3% of its total. The most populous state of the country with the most amount of representation to the parliament, but only 3% registration of the total. All right. So we need to push it. We need to do something again about this. And also, in terms of active LCs, Uttar Pradesh has only 9% of the total number of LCs. Yes. So again, there is scope of improvement. And why I say this, why I said what I said just a little while before, please see the state that precedes Uttar Pradesh. It's MP. Yes, but it is, what we are looking at is the improvement quotient. They were really very down. 0.2% when I had left NPTEL, and they have moved up to 1%. And over the 5 years, Uttar Pradesh was at 3% and still at 3%. Please, there is something we need to think about Uttar Pradesh, and we need to work on it. So, yes, and colleges with more than 5,000 exam registrations. If there is anybody from Amity University, Noida, then yes, they did it this time with more than 5,000 registration. GLA University, Mathura, they have given us the maximum number of NPTEL stars this time with 200 plus. Right, and this is what we know of this. And yeah, this is very important for you, that we will now move on shortly to the July semester, because we are at the end of the January semester. We have stopped enrollments, we have closed everything. This is for the July semester. Please see, we open enrollment on 22nd May 2025, and we close enrollments for one set of courses on July 28, 2025, and on August 18, 2025 for another set of courses. This time also we had to open the window for 10 minutes for one of the institutes, because their students had to take credit transfer and they had not enrolled for the course within the time period. Spokes, please note this. Every time it wouldn't be possible. Please stick to the enrollment timeline. That's why this has been given to you way in advance. Please note it, and please ask your students. Please don't tell them that July 28th is the last date. Please tell them that June 28th is the last date. Once you tell them that, then by July 15th, you will have all the students registered. And please note, this is an important slide for you. So I think most of you know this, that NPTEL has partnered with ICMAI, and we are offering courses on cost accountancy also. And one big benefit is that if they end up as the topper of the course, they get enlisted in the register of ICMAI, and they are also notified about internships, apprenticeships, etc. whenever they come up in ICMAI. Anybody who's from the BCom department, or anybody who has BCom in colleges, this will be very, very important for them, because the students do look for apprenticeship and internships for CA or cost accountant, So this is one important initiative that we have taken. Also, we are collaborating with AMU and BHU to prepare online courses for them under Swayam INI initiative. These two institutes have been given the tag of Institute of National Importance, and they are developing courses on INI platform, but we are helping them to develop the courses. So now for the state of Uttar Pradesh, you cannot tell us that हमारा syllabus ना आपके syllabus से match नहीं करता. आप लोग जो बोलते हैं ना, वो उसमें मैम कुछ भी नहीं मैच करता, थोड़ा सा भी नहीं मैच करता, कुछ भी नहीं होता है. बताइए 40-40 हजार घंटों की रिकॉर्डिंग में से आप लोगों को आधा घंटा भी मैच करता हुआ नहीं मिलता था. So now we have 2 central universities belonging exclusively to the state of Uttar Pradesh who are designing courses on Swayam INI, and now you cannot say that हमारा कुछ भी नहीं मैच करता. आप ही के राज्य की, आप ही के सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं. So this excuse is also now gone for you. I don't know what you will come up with next. So I think those who are have been associated with NPTEL know most of the initiatives. I will talk about the post-bac fellowship initiative that is fairly new. So this is a kind of a pre-doc fellowship that we are offering. The duration is for 1 year, and the eligibility is only for an NPTEL star. Okay. They get a stipend of 20, the selected student who is selected for doing a post-bac or a pre-doc fellowship gets a stipend of 25,000 per month. They should have a UG and PG degree with the number of credits mandated on the Swayam platform. I hope all of you know that you have to have 120 to 160 credits after the completion of your UG. If you are doing a 3-year UG, it is a 120 credit for you. If it is a 4-year UG, it is 160 credits that must be reflected on the student's ABC ID. Creation of ABC ID and completion of the credits as mandated on the Swayam platform is extremely necessary for this, apart from being an NPTEL star. Okay. The location is the parent institute that they want to work with, which means IIT Madras at Chennai, IIT Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, Roorkee, Kharagpur, Guwahati, and IISc Bangalore. So they can apply for this at their chosen institute. The selection process happens like this. The office collects project opportunities and academic requirements from the faculty members. Okay, so the faculty members tell us that the scope of working with him are this, and based on that, the student needs to apply. The office shares this proposal that comes from the faculty members with the NPTEL stars and request them to apply. Then the faculty member shortlists the students after conducting an interview online. Okay, and then the student, once selected, is sent an offer letter, and that which they sign and send it back to the NPTEL office of the concerned parent institute, saying that they accept the offer. This is exactly how it will work. This is something, the spokes, I'm sure you are aware of, that you are supported for attending a conference, presenting a paper. However, now it is that it can be the 11th IEEE conference or the T4E conference that will be held at NIIT at Neemrana, or any of the conferences hosted by IITs, IISc, any NIT, or a CSIR conference, ISER conference, IIST conference. So we have restricted it now to these approved institutes by the NPTEL coordinators. NPTEL coordinates with these institutes, and if you are selected for presenting a paper at a conference in any of these institutes, please apply for support. Of course, there is internships for toppers, the faculty at the institute where, so if the topper is from IIT Kanpur, as in not from IIT Kanpur, the topper is a student who has taken a course from one of the faculty members at IIT Kanpur, and the faculty is ready to intern him either in summer or sometime else. Then the student can come, do the internship after him, get a stipend of 15,000 a month, and then get a certificate on successful completion of the internship. It looks like a regular NPTEL certificate, but saying that the student has done the internship under such and such faculty at this IIT. Okay. So this is a slide saying how many of toppers have participated in which institute. All right, and this is the division of the NPTEL stars. We have domain scholars, superstars, evangelists, motivated learners, enthusiasts, discipline stars, and NPTEL believers. And you can see how many we have, like 10,843 NPTEL discipline stars alone. So these are the categories in which the students are, and faculty members, of course, who have taken the proctored exam and has emerged as a star, get awarded. We have introduced 2 more star categories. Seeing the huge number of enthusiasm and participation, we have NPTEL champions. Who are they? That they are present in either 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 exams and have passed at least 8 exams. Okay, so they are NPTEL champions. NPTEL megastars, again 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 exams they have appeared for and have become toppers in at least 6 exams. Okay, and one of the NPTEL megastar is a person who is 66 years old. You should appreciate his effort. And there are several NPTEL champions in the age range of 50 and 65. So please see that the wish was Swayam se kuch karna hai. Which the wish is the driving factor. And of course, age is not an issue. So this is statistics in front of you. So this time, we have a total star of 29,032. Okay, combining all. These are the faculty members. You can see they have done 12 certificates, out of which they have topped in 4, 3, 6. So just look at the enthusiasm of the faculty members, and as faculty members, you should be appreciating their effort. Absolutely, I get really emotional seeing this. Yes, these are the students. Okay. So we have in active LCs, we have created some special categories and disciplines. We have contenders who have registration ranging above 1,000. We have prospects with registrations ranging between 500 to 1,000, and aspirants with registrations of students ranging from 100 to 500. And contenders also, the students present should be 75% and certified should be 50% of that who have registered. Okay, and based on that, we have created more felicitation categories. Discipline-wise best performers, we have 52 local chapters getting felicitated this time as a discipline-wise best performer. And the 200 top local chapters, there is, I think, no change in this, how they are evaluated. So top 20 LCs are AAA, next 80 is AA, and next 100 single A. Okay, and we are recognizing some unique LCs based on what I just said, around 1,646. This is the all India data that we are looking at. So we recognize new LCs, and they should have they should be top 5 in top 100 plus top 5 outside the top 100. Then they get recognized. LCs having good faculty participation rating. LCs showing maximum improvement in terms of change of rating. Okay, LCs showing maximum improvement in terms of numbers of students getting certified. Since we have also introduced arts and science into NPTEL, so we also recognize the participation of the faculty and students of arts and science colleges outside engineering. LCs with maximum number of NPTEL stars. LC stars which have featured in the top 100 LC ratings at least 7 times. Okay. Mentors, again, your effort cannot go unrecognized because we have an online teaching platform. It is the mentors who act as the bridge between the online platform and the offline students. So it cannot be without their support that the students perform well. So even mentors get certified, which again, I'm sure all this is very known to you. So I'll quickly go over it. Number of mentees in the range of 40 to 59 marks obtained, plus 5 into number of mentees 60 to 74, plus 8 into number of mentees 75 to 89, plus 20 into number of mentees who get more than 90%, plus number of mentees present for the exam. Doesn't matter how much marks they have got, but they are present. Each 10, we cap it at each 10 and then calculate it, and then based on that we have categories for mentor certificate. So the top performing mentor with either a topper or gold medalist mentees. Okay, he is the top performing mentor, or more than 50% of the mentees are in elite category. Minimum 10 mentees should write the exam. This is something I'm sure you are very, very aware of. I will not spend much time on this, but it is a mandate from the UGC that you have to now have up to 40% of credit transfer from online platforms like Swayam NPTEL and others. And so, and you exactly know how to do the credit transfers. Now here I will like to add that when you go to a course, you will see that Swayam already has given you a idea of the number of credits that a particular course carries. Say 3 credits, 6 credits, 2 credits, something like that. But sometimes institutes and universities come and tell us that it doesn't match with their requirement. स्वयं का क्रेडिट जो है ना, जो हमने अपने उसमें लिख रखा है, वो लक्ष्मण रेखा भी नहीं है, वो पत्थर की लकीर भी नहीं है. उसका हिला डुला सकते हैं हम लोग. और जो है कैसे हिलाएंगे? 30 notional learning hours is equal to 1 credit. So the government, the MOE and the UGC working together have come out with a figure that the student spends 1200 notional learning hour in an entire year, which involves class representation, assignments, out of class study, online course participation, vocational training, taking into account everything, okay, taking into we considering everything, we have got this figure that 1200 notional learning hours is what a student looks at after the end of one academic year. Now, if the student has to do 40 credits in 1 year, mandatory, 40 credits the student must be doing in 1 year. So divide 1200 notional learning hours with 40 credits, you get 30 notional learning hours, right? So 30 notional learning hours is therefore equal to 1 credit. So please go through the content of the Swayam NPTEL courses. Please see if we cover more syllabus than what you teach in your institutes. If we have a much more wider reach than what you have in your institutes. If there are more reference material or more assignments that the student has to do than what you do in your own institute, then please calculate the notional learning hours accordingly and assign the credit. Okay, that is the idea. As I said, ABC ID is a mandated field now. When the student joins the course, the form that comes up when you click on join now, the form that pops up will have what is your ABC ID. All right. I have an entire slide on how you prepare your ABC ID, but मैं हाथ जोड़ के क्षमा चाहती हूँ कि मुझे ABC ID create करना नहीं आता. I have been told that if you have Aadhaar card, if you have DigiLocker, it is fairly simple to create an ABC ID. बाकी अगर कोई सवाल है, ये जो team of Jayasurya is sitting here, the Vadwani group, you please talk to them and they will tell you exactly how it is to be created. बाकी मेरे पास पूरा एक बड़ा सा slide है, किसी को चाहिए तो हम दे देंगे, but questions answer नहीं करेंगे. ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, फंस क्यों गए हैं, क्या हो रहा है, मुझे नहीं पता. Sorry sirs and ma'am, okay? But I have really been told that if you have a proper Aadhaar card and if you have a DigiLocker, it is very simple to create ABC ID. Now, ABC ID creation is very, very important because as I said, वो credits जब तक reflect नहीं होगा, आगे चल के उनको दिक्कतें आएगी. Because we are not now looking at the degree that the student graduates with, we also are looking at the number of credits the student has completed. And that if that is becoming a mandate, then the creation of ABC ID is also very important. Okay? इसमें मैं एक बात और कहना चाहती हूँ, हालांकि ये आप लोगों के colleges के लिए I think is not really valid, but कुछ क्षेत्र में ऐसा होता है कि the students, you know, they join and they drop out for various reasons. It can be for financial reasons, it can be family reasons, it can be anything. Now, if that ABC ID में जो credit है ना, that is valid for 7 years. So if the student drops out, now he or she doesn't have to join from from the beginning. He or she can take up from where he or she had exited the course. Yes. So because the government, the UGC is now giving, if you quit after 1 year, it is a UG diploma. 2 years, it's a UG certificate. 3 years, it's a UG degree. And 4 years, it's a UG honors degree. So you have that with you, you know. So you can come back within that span of 7 years. And that is why ABCID is extremely important. Please insist on your students. Abhi tak to form mein yes or no hai ki nahi hai, you can click on yes or no and get yourself enrolled for the course. Kuch din baad wo yes or no option hat jayega. They have to have it. Abhi CCSU Meerut mein aisa hua bhi hai ki the students didn't have proper Aadhaar card. So they could not enroll for the course. Which is very sad because, you know, the credit transfer is now mandated and they don't have the Aadhaar card. Or the phone number linked with the Aadhaar card is not matching. These issues are very, very common. So please see to it that whatever is happening, as we say, the student should not lose out. All the effort is being done, keeping the students' betterment in mind. So थोड़ा सा extra मेहनत आपका और हमारा है, but करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा कर लीजिएगा, okay? This is something the old spokes know about. For the new spokes, we have AICTE UGC certified FDP courses. And for a 4-week course, you get a half FDP. For 8-week course, it's a 1 FDP. And for 12-week course, it's a 1.5 FDP. And because you are working professionals, enrollment to FDP courses is not free for you. कितना पैसा देना है? Not much. और सर्टिफिकेट लेना है तो कितना देना है? Yes, 1,000 with no refund. टॉपर हुआ, ये हुआ, वो हुआ, सॉरी सर, आपको तो 1,000 ही देना है, ठीक है? So total money that you will spend on the FDP course is 1,100 rupees. Okay. All right, and this is something that has taken off very well for all the engineering institutes. The GATE preparation portal has taken off very well. And if you now go to the NPTEL Wall of Love, you will see so many of them have said that they have passed the GATE exam because of this. You know, we have mock papers. We also do past GATE papers. We come up with online discussion forums. Yes, we have a variety of initiatives on this portal and it has benefited the students a lot. This is ideally we are looking at faculty members who want to do refresher courses. Yes, आप लोगों की API के लिए कभी-कभी ज़रूरत होता है for refresher courses. This is what if you don't find a refresher course offline, this is something that you can do. Again, it's an NPTEL Plus platform on self-paced learning. You can finish your course between 4 months to 2 years. But it is a paid portal because we pay a fee for keeping these courses alive in the cloud for 2 long years. Okay, so you have to pay an amount to enroll for these courses, and if you take the exam, you get a certificate which works as a refresher course certificate. Okay. All right, and I think you know about this. The soft skill training, which is exclusively for students registered with the local chapters. It's not open for all. It's for students who are part of the local chapter of NPTEL. We run this course for them where we conduct mock interview, we conduct GDs. 80% attendance is mandatory for this course. Okay. Lab workshops, any lab-based courses, the students are invited to the workshops in any of the IITs for 1 week. They do these workshops with the faculty instructor concerned and they get a certificate with 1 credit. It's equivalent to 1 credit. We now associate with 100 industries where your students, the toppers, can get internships. Okay. We have also started partnering with ANSYS. Are you aware of ANSYS? It's a software simulation program, hardcore engineering field. They do, they create simulation software, and we have partnered with ANSYS for doing certification courses. Of course, CSR you are aware of, where the 50% of the fees for a student is refunded under EWS quota, and if he or she has taken the proctored exam and has passed it. And with that, I'm done. And thank you for being such a patient listener. But it was a complete pleasure addressing SPOCs after such a long time. It feels so good. But the stage is now open for you. And I will invite, because I'm at Manav Rachna and she was the last SPOC that I had interacted with. So, oh, she's disappeared. Yes. No, but Manpreet ma'am has to speak before the tea. She's disappeared. ठीक है, तब तक रामकृष्ण सर आप कुछ बता दीजिए, फिर हम जाएंगे चाय के लिए. A huge round of applause for him. He's been a regular at every SPOC felicitation and a regular at being felicitated. He's felicitated also almost in every SPOC meeting. So I cannot but admire his hard work. So please, sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, respected BAM and all the dignitaries present over here, especially my mention to Professor Satyaki Ray sir. Under his visionary leadership, in fact, we are progressing right from 2017, if I'm correct. And it's my privilege, and I'm really blessed to work together since so many years, in fact. And in Madhya Pradesh, in fact, at that time, when we had started our journey, hardly few local chapters were there. But as per higher education department is concerned, because I'm coming from Institute for Excellence in Higher Education, Bhopal, I'm working as a professor in chemistry, and partly I'm contributing as a deputy controller examination. So that time, we have taken an initiative to start a local chapter in 2017. And from that time, in fact, we are in continuous communication with the higher education department, because earlier was a part of higher education department also. I had worked together with ministry as an OSD. So I know how to start and how to catalyze the entire momentum. So then I definitely thanks to higher education department, government of Madhya Pradesh. And this time, in fact, in Madhya Pradesh, in fact, in almost all the government colleges, in private colleges, we have local chapters. We are trying hard to improve the registration. Even on the last same day, Saturday, I was in Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, with the Secretary UGC, Professor Manish Joshi sir, and many of the participants from different states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, of course, just to discuss how to accelerate the entire momentum, looking to the entire Swayam platform, some other verticals also, and where we have shared a lot of suggestion with the honorary members and other dignitaries, Secretary UGC, how we can gain momentum in state like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan. So shortly, ma'am, we are also trying to develop some local-based MOOC programs. And in principle, in fact, UGC is ready to support us, and they assured us to start with some pilot projects, and definitely they will start with the IHE Bhopal. So I'm thankful to UGC also, and in today's meeting, in fact, I'm truly blessed to listen a lot of newer things. In fact, every time we are learning, and particularly, I'm thankful to Manav Rachna institutes. I'm first time visiting this wonderful institute, in fact. So my thanks to all the teams, and hopefully will all together will progress and really make this country proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Since she is back, I'll hold you back for 2 more minutes for tea. Manpreet ma'am, since I begin from where I had left, you have to be the next one to speak before we break for tea. Please. So Manpreet ma'am from Manav Rachna University, MRU, which is a different institute altogether. Don't confuse it with MRIIRS. But yes, please.
Yeah, good morning all. We welcome you here on MR campus, and great to see you, ma'am, again back to this team, and warm greetings to the whole team here. And we started our journey with NPTEL in 2018 under the guidance of Meenakshi ma'am in MR University, MRU, and we were first in Haryana or second in Haryana at that time to join the
No,
NPTEL
first
as
in
lo-
Haryana.
First in
Yes.
Haryana as local
Second was
chapter.
YMCA, YWCA, one of the. Yeah.
Yes, right. And our students, they joined internship also in 2019 at IIT under Professor Sudarshan Iyengar. So there have been lots of national toppers since 2018 only from Manav Rachna University. Yes. Even lots of faculty members have been getting FDPs and national topper positions under it. And I think that's all about our journey, and lots of learning is happening at both the end of faculty members and students as well. And yes,
For the spokes who've joined us today, the new spokes, you can have some little word about how your journey has been with NPTEL, like Professor Ramakrishna had said, some little thing.
Ma'am, one thing I would really appreciate that the journey has been really so seamless. I mean, your platform is just flawless. I suppose any doubts, any queries by the students or faculty members, they are addressed within the shortest possible time. And Abhi, at this moment you have a bigger team, but when you started, ma'am, your team was much smaller, and at that time, even at the midnight, even the queries were used to be addressed. So that's really appreciable.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouraging words. This is what keeps us going. And after tea, I will have Professor Amit Bodh Upadhyay, and trust me, he is a veteran now. He can tell you things that even we don't know. And then you will hear from Laghveer Singh, sir, about how interesting. I'll call everyone. This is the first two I will call after tea. Yes, sir. After tea, maybe you will be better prepared after tea. People are a little thirsty. Okay, sir, okay. Okay. Yes, please. Please. Yes. Mm-hmm. Sir, even in that slide that, please sit. Even in the slide I had mentioned that, we have restricted it to a few institutes which are recognized by us or who work with us, because you have to appreciate we have grown in number. So, funds are also limited, right? The enrollment, the registration, we do not, Swayam NPTEL courses are free actually. So whatever little funds that we generate, we support you from that, and therefore we have to restrict, first of all, the seriousness of the conferences, the validity of the conferences at the IEEE level and all. Yes, sir. Since we've taken 2 questions, he was the first one. After that, promise it's tea.
Ma'am, it's a big challenge to enroll students where MOOC is not compulsory in syllabus and there is no credit transfer. In some universities, MOOC is not mandatory and there is no credit transfer system. So, as far as faculties is concerned, it's fine not to...
No, I can take up the question right from here. If this is your question, then I can take it up right now. Yes. So first of all, MOOCs has to be mandatory now. August 21, 2024, this was the regulation given by MOE via UGC to all the universities that up to 40% credit transfer has to happen through MOOCs. And now they are, in fact, they are starting to de-recognizing universities if it has not been passed in their BOS and their ordinances. Okay, you are not given the AISHE ID and all. Okay, so there is no option of you now saying that it is a challenge to enroll students, because in your university it has to be worked out. The BOS has to sit. They have to make this compulsory by at least the next semester. If not, you stand to have a chance of nothing more than that. Okay, so you have to do it. It is out of question now that it is a challenge. Okay, and one interesting question that I had received during these runs of workshops that I had, that ma'am, maximum number तो आपने बोल दिया 40% credit transfer, minimum 0 है क्या? नहीं, 0 तो बिल्कुल नहीं है. अगर मैंडेटरी है तो 0 is not an option, you know. At least 0.5% exists, or 0.1 or 0.11111 also will exist. Yes, so sir, now you cannot afford to say that it's a challenge. You have to work it out at your own BOS. Okay. Yes.
Earlier there is a, I can say, option of refund of fees
Yes.
if the student
Yes.
acquires certain percentage,
Yeah.
but now I think it is not there.
No,
So
refund.
it will motivate the student if that thing will.
No. Refund of fees is done for one, if your student is part of the local chapter. Two, the student has passed the course exam, the proctored exam, the student needs to pass. Three, must belong to EWS quota approved by the letterhead of your principal. And then when we receive the number of applicants, we look at our CSR funds and accordingly we disperse the funds. It is not mandatory that all will be reimbursed. No, that's a misconception. Okay? Everyone. Everyone deemed, going to be deemed, everyone. Everyone. It is mandatory, sir. It is mandatory. August 21, 2024, the letter has come from Ministry of Education. You have to have credit transfer. Up to 40% is the where you can say that I have done 10% credit transfer, 20% credit transfer, but credit transfer through MOOCs courses has to be there in your BOS now. Yes. Okay, thank you. We break for tea as promised.
Thank you, Angna ma'am, for sharing the beautiful insights on NPTEL. So now, after this, we shall be having a tea break of 15 minutes, which is served at the D area of the same floor. So please do rejoin us after 15 minutes in the same auditorium. Thank you so much for joining. So again, I am announcing tea is served. Thank you.
Yes. Star, you know. Sir, please.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आदरणीय NPTEL team. We are very grateful. And I would like to thank the entire NPTEL teams. जिन पर जोरदार तालियों से हम उनका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करते हैं. मैंने कुछ पाया है NPTEL से, और एक वो जो सम्मान है, ज्ञान है, ऊर्जा है, उस ऊर्जा में एक सकारात्मकता है. अभी सत्की रॉय सर से बात चल रही थी कि जब बच्चे, टीचर, तो सभी लोग समझने लगेंगे कि हम कुछ खो रहे हैं अगर NPTEL नहीं कर रहे हैं या स्वयं कोर्सेस नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो वो समय हम सबके प्रयासों को फलीभूत करेगा जब वो खुद दौड़ कर आएंगे कोर्स करने के लिए या एग्ज़ाम देने के लिए. आई एम प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अमित बोध उपाध्याय, स्पोक of LNCT and LNCT Group Bhopal. It is first self-financed engineering college, not only in MP but also in Central India. Or I am very thankful to our secretary, Dr. Anupam Chokse sir, who has initiated or motivated me to start this course. In 2016, इसी प्रकार के वर्कशॉप में हम लोग मिले थे सर से, मैडम से, और उससे बाद निरंतर यात्रा NPTEL जर्नी की चल रही है. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू से इट इज़ ए ओशन. NPTEL इज़ ए ओशन ऑफ नॉलेज एंड डिफरेंट IITs and ISCs आर रिवर्स ऑफ नॉलेज. सो दे आर मीटिंग एंड वी आर गेनिंग. निश्चित रूप से NPTEL कोर्स ना केवल हमारे ज्ञान को, अपने नॉलेज को अपडेट करते हैं, एनहांस करते हैं, डेवलप करते हैं, अपितु मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा उससे बढ़कर कि एक जो सस्टेनेबल हैप्पीनेस है वो हम, मतलब मैं महसूस करता हूँ, और जो लोग लगातार आ रहे हैं निश्चित रूप से वो भी करते होंगे तभी वो यहाँ आ रहे हैं. जैसा कि मैडम ने कहा, ये मेरा लक भी मान सकता हूँ इसको, और मेरे प्रयास भी हैं आप लोगों के कारण कि मैं अभी तक कोई भी वर्कशॉप मैंने मिस नहीं किया है जब से मैं स्पोक बना हूँ. और सत्य राय सर ने जैसा कहा कि टीचर, और यही हमें मोटिवेट करता है कि हम टीचर हैं तो हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ है खुद को अपडेट करना, अपने नॉलेज को अपडेट करना, और अपने स्टूडेंट्स को वो पाथ दिखाना जिससे कि वे, जो कि हमारे माननीय मोदी जी और सभी जो चाहते हैं भारत को बढ़ता देखना, विश्व गुरु बनना या अपने पैरों पे खड़ा करना, विकसित भारत बनना, वोकल फॉर लोकल, वो सभी चाहते हैं कि हम अपने ज्ञान से, जिसके लिए हम जाने जाते हैं, उसी को हम पुनः प्राप्त कर लें. हम देख रहे हैं कि वर्ल्ड में किस प्रकार से वार हुए और किस प्रकार से कुछ बड़े देश कुछ छोटे देशों पर अपनी इच्छा थोप रहे हैं. हम रोज़ न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हैं. तो मैं कल ये सोच रहा था कि NPTEL डेफिनेटली इट इज़ ए स्वदेशी मतलब इट इज़ ए स्वदेशी मूक्स जो हमें स्किल इंडिया, स्किल डेवलपमेंट, नॉलेज एनहांसमेंट, सब कुछ यहाँ प्रोवाइड किया जा रहा है. इंटर्नशिप, वर्कशॉप, सेमिनार, और हम स्पोक्स को तो स्पेशली इतने सारे बेनिफिट हैं उससे गेट पोर्टल है, जैसे कि मैडम अनगना मैडम बता रही थी. तो मैं वही बात सोच रहा था कि हमारे जो मैकेनिकल सिविल के HODs हैं, तो कल ही बात चल रही थी कि सर वो बच्चे बता रहे थे कि उन्होंने NPTEL के कोर्सेज़ किए और वर्कशॉप अटेंड किया, तो उसमें बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ उन्हें गेट क्रैक करने में. तो मानो तो गंगा माँ हूँ, नहीं तो बहता पानी, वो वाली बात है. और प्रॉब्लम्स अभी जैसे टी टाइम पे हम सत्य राय सर डिस्कस कर रहे थे बहुत सारे स्पोक्स से कि जो टाइम मैच नहीं हो पा रहा है, कई स्टेट्स में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, रिमोट एरिया में है, कुछ के सेंटर्स हैं. तो ये प्रॉब्लम जितनी वो सॉल्व कर सकते हैं कोशिश कर रहे हैं सब लोग, NPTEL की टीम, बट थोड़ी तो हमें फेस करना पड़ेगी, क्योंकि कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ करना तो पड़ेगा ही. सबके लिए घर के पास में तो हो नहीं सकता सेंटर एग्ज़ाम का. सबके लिए जो है, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं वहाँ रहता हूँ भोपाल में रायसेन रोड पर तो वहीं होगा. मैं लकी हूँ अगर वहाँ होता है. कई बार मेरे को भी 20 किलोमीटर 30 किलोमीटर दूर जाना पड़ता है. NPTEL में रहते हुए मैंने 50+ कोर्सेज़ किए हैं, और डिफरेंट डोमेन में किए हैं, जैसा कि NEP और जो उसका उद्देश्य है हमारी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी का। और आप लोग सब टीचर हैं, मैं भी टीचर हूँ, हम जानते हैं कि कितना महत्व है कि अगर हम डिफरेंट डोमेन में समझ सकते। जैसे मैं केमिस्ट्री से हूँ बेसिकली, तो इन्वायरमेंट में पढ़ाता हूँ। इन्वायरमेंट पढ़ाता हूँ तो उसमें इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, ई वेस्ट, पी वेस्ट, इलेक्ट्रिकल, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, केमिस्ट्री, ये सब का समावेश होना ज़रूरी है। तो जितना मेरा इंसाइट डेवलप होगा, जितना डीपन होगा, उतना मैं कॉन्फिडेंटली अपने बच्चों को और मेरे जो आइडियाज़ हैं उसको मैं शेयर कर सकता हूँ। और ये भी मेरे लिए बड़े गर्व की बात है आपसे शेयर करते हुए कि 16 टाइम्स मुझे NPTEL ने NPTEL स्टार रिकॉग्नाइज़ किया हुआ है। तो और वो फीलिंग्स, वो एनर्जी मुझे, मतलब नॉलेज तो गेन हो ही रहा है, साथ में जो सम्मान मिला है, दूरदर्शन जो है उसने मुझे करीब एक टॉक के लिए बुलाया। 40 मिनट्स मेरी उनसे बातचीत हुई, स्वयं NPTEL के एडवांटेजेस और स्टूडेंट्स को क्या लाभ मिलता है और कैसे हम करवा रहे हैं। जैसे कि मैडम बता रही थी, तो हम क्लास में फेस टू फेस उसमें विश्वास करते हैं, टीचर लोग हैं, तो मैं क्लास में जाता हूँ बच्चों को मोटिवेट करने। तो पहले एक मेरा क्लब भी है, नेचर क्लब, जो कि वर्ल्ड वाइड फंड फॉर नेचर से एफिलेटेड है। तो बच्चे पहले बोलते थे वो आ गए वृक्षारोपण करवाने, सर आ गए। जैसा कई बार बोलते हैं, आप भी सुनते होंगे, कोई बोलेगा हाँ उपाध्याय सर आए हैं, कोई बोलेगा अमित सर आए हैं, कोई बोलेगा वो आ गए। अब नया नाम रखा गया है, NPTEL वाले सर आ गए। तो आपका जो NPTEL ने अभी इंटरव्यू लिए थे wordpress.com पे, तो उसमें ये स्टोरी मैंने उनको बताई थी, उसमें लिखा हुआ है सर। वो मैडम बोली कि सर इसको लिख सकते हैं ना, मैंने क्यों नहीं, ये तो मेरे लिए गर्व की बात है। तो हमें ये सब करते रहना है। NPTEL के जो कोर्सेज हैं वो बच्चों को करवाना है, इतने सारे इससे। और लोकल न्यूज़पेपर्स हैं, वो आके पूछते हैं कि सर कैसे कर लिए इतने सारे। मैंने बोला बस होता गया, सैटरडे संडे है अपने लिए। और जैसे कि सर ने बोला कि LNCT परिवार सब सदस्य हैं, तो उसमें जब अपन परिवार हो गए, और हमारे जो सर हैं उनको मैं ज़रूर इसमें आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि आप अपने मैनेजमेंट को जाके बता सकते हैं कि LNCT सर आए थे, सब बता रहे थे। मैंने भारती मैडम और अनगना मैडम को, सर को ही बताया था, सतकी राय सर को, कि इतनी अच्छी पॉलिसी बनाई उन्होंने मोटिवेट करने के लिए टीचर्स को कि अगर मैं गोल्ड लाता हूँ तो जो रजिस्ट्रेशन अमाउंट है वो तो मुझे पूरा मिलना ही मेरे कॉलेज से। अभी पिछले ईयर से हमने उसको, मतलब उसको हम फर्श पर लाए हैं, और 2000 प्लस दे रहे हैं हमें वो, अगर हम गोल्ड मेडल लाते हैं टीचर्स। वो मैं आपके साथ शेयर भी कर सकता हूँ अगर कोई चाहेगा तो। उसके बाद सिल्वर में 1600 प्लस रजिस्ट्रेशन अमाउंट FDP का 1100 पासिंग। और अगर मैं मल्टीपल कोर्स कर रहा हूँ, अभी जस्ट सर मैसेज आ गया है मेरे पास, 16,000 रुपीज़ आज ही हुए हैं ट्रांसफ़र। अब उसमें अगर मैं मल्टीपल कर रहा हूँ तो मल्टीपल में एप्रिसिएशन अमाउंट जस्ट हाफ हो जाएगा। तो उसमें जैसे गोल्ड मिला है तो गोल्ड को वो प्रायोरिटी देंगे, ऐसा नहीं कि केवल सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीटेड वाला उसको दे रहा है, और उसकी एप्रिसिएशन अमाउंट हाफ हो जाएगा, बाकी रजिस्ट्रेशन अमाउंट पूरा मिलेगा। तो ज़रूरत तो नहीं है इसकी। अभी NBA का इंस्पेक्शन हुआ था, तो जो चेयरमैन आए थे मुझसे बोल रहे थे, उन्होंने बताया कि NPTEL, उन्हें आते से पूछा कि आपके NPTEL का क्या है, तो मैंने बताया कि सर हम, जैसा मैडम बता रही थी अभी दत्ता मैडम, कि हम स्टार हैं और 2016-17 से ही हम एक्टिव लोकल चैप्टर हैं। तो उन्होंने बहुत अप्रिशिएट किया। फिर उनको मैंने पॉलिसी बताई, तो बोले इसकी ज़रूरत क्या सर? मैं सर ज़रूरत कई लोगों को हो सकती है, मुझे तो नहीं है, क्योंकि तो बोले इतने कोर्स आपने किए हैं कि जब मैंने नंबर ऑफ कोर्सेज मेरे बताया, तुरंत इसको मैंने जो ऐप है उससे खोलकर बता दिया है कि NPTEL स्टूडेंट लॉगिन से। तो बोले कि सर ये आपने किए हैं कि करवाए? मैंने सर मैंने किए हैं, और हमारे टोटल इतने इनरोलमेंट हुए, इतने हज़ार इतने हुए हैं। बहुत उन्होंने अप्रिशिएट किया, और उन्होंने कोर्सेरा को बिल्कुल बाहर कर दिया है। कुछ लोग बोले हमारे TPO की सर ये कोर्सेरा है, जी हाँ, बोले ये इसमें प्रोक्टोर्ड एग्ज़ाम नहीं होती है, इसमें कोई वो नहीं है, इसको हम नहीं मानते। बिल्कुल उसको एकदम से बोल सकते झड़क देना, उन्होंने माना ही नहीं उसको। तो मैं बड़ा खुश था, क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी दिन संघर्ष कर रहा था ये समझाने के लिए अपने मैनेजमेंट को कि, पर वो चूँकि TPO हमारे जो भी होगा कि इंटरनेशनल वो होगा, रिकॉग्नाइजेशन होगा, ये होगा, इस कारण जो भी था आप सब जानते हैं, सब टीचर हैं, अब जो भी था, पर मैं बहुत खुश हुआ। पॉलिसी भी इम्प्लीमेंट हो गई। अब स्टूडेंट के लिए हम कोई पॉलिसी चाह रहे हैं, और मैंने कई बार इस प्लेटफॉर्म से मैं पुनः एक अनुरोध करूँगा NPTEL टीम से कि जिस प्रकार वो मानव रचना यूनिवर्सिटी में आए, एक बार अभी भोपाल के LNCT कॉलेज में भी आए। जी नहीं आए मैडम, हमारे नहीं आए मैडम, भोपाल नहीं आए। आप एक बार गए एक्सीलेंस कॉलेज सर के यहाँ, और एक बार वो कहीं गए थे। एक बार आप हमारे यहाँ के देखिए, निश्चित रूप से आप खुश होंगे कि हाँ अच्छी मतलब जगह है। जी जी यस, अच्छी चीज़ है कि ऐसा नए लोग आए ना, थोड़ा एकदम से ऐसा झटका नहीं लगेगा उनको खूब मोटिवेट हो जाएंगे। हाँ, जो प्रॉब्लम हम फेस कर रहे हैं, एक पहली बात एक और अच्छी याद आएगी, मैडम ने मध्य प्रदेश वालों के स्पोक्स को खूब अप्रिशिएट किया, उसके लिए हम बहुत हार्दिक आभारी हैं। हाँ, प्रॉब्लम जो फेस कर रहे हैं, जैसे हमारे मित्र हैं वीरेश जी बैठे हुए हैं सागर से, तो सभी जानते हैं कि जी हाँ सेंटर की प्रॉब्लम है, वो काफ़ी दिनों से बोल रहे हैं। अभी सर ने बाधवानी वालों से मिलवाया उनको, तो सेंटर की प्रॉब्लम है क्योंकि बच्चे रिमोट एरिया से हैं और फाइनेंशियल भी एक प्रॉब्लम होती है बच्चों के लिए। तो कॉलेज कर सकता है कि एक बस से लाए, बट वो भी चैलेंज तो है कॉलेज के लिए भी। और बच्चे पहले पूछेंगे सर सेंटर मिला कि नहीं मिला, और हमने अगर वादा कर दिया, क्यों वीरेश जी, हमने वादा कर दिया कि सेंटर मिल गया और नहीं मिला तो फिर बोलेंगे सर की बात गलत हो गई। तो एक ये प्रॉब्लम है सेंटर्स की, और दूसरी प्रॉब्लम है तो मैंने ही उसको बोला था कि वो तो पॉसिबल नहीं है क्योंकि 2016 से तो 1000 रुपये फीस ही है। कई लोग बोलते हैं फीस कम कर दें, तो हमारे जो ST/SC स्टूडेंट हैं उनको तो आफ्टर गेटिंग 40% मार्क्स मतलब हाँ उनको 50% तो उनके अकाउंट में आ ही जाता है। तो ये कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जो सबकी हैं, वो केवल सत्य सर बोल भी रहे थे, ये प्रॉब्लम केवल भोपाल या मध्य प्रदेश की नहीं है, सेंटर की प्रॉब्लम सभी की है। क्योंकि हर प्रदेश में ये हो सकता है कि भाई भोपाल एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, उसके बाद उज्जैन है, इंदौर है, ग्वालियर है, यहाँ सेंटर्स हैं। अब हर ज़िले में तो हो नहीं सकते हैं। मैं तो और उल्टा NPTEL के फेवर में बात कर रहा हूँ प्रॉब्लम्स है, बट समझ रहा हूँ कि प्रॉब्लम्स का सॉल्यूशन किस हद तक हो सकता है। थैंक यू।
Thank you. So, Jaisuriya and team, you know whom to approach for finding out things about NPTEL. As I said, he's a veteran. And before I begin with the felicitation, I'll invite two more spokes to the stage. One is with whom I began my first workshop. My first workshop was there. And आज भी जब मैं चाय पीने जा रही थी, वो पीछे पीछे मैडम आपसे मुझे 20 फरवरी के बारे में बात करना है। तो Praveen Bhanodia sir, another consistent performer again from Indore, Madhya Pradesh. And he is as persistent as persistence can be. मतलब 20 फरवरी को मना के ही छोड़ेंगे, मैं जा पाऊँ नहीं जा पाऊँ कैसे भी करूँ, एक पैर कानपुर में तो दूसरा मेरा इंदौर में होना ही चाहिए और वर्कशॉप करना ही पड़ेगा। कैसे नहीं करोगे मैडम, बताइए क्या प्रॉब्लम है आपको? ठीक है, नो सॉरी 20th March, yes. So well, big round of applause for Praveen Bhanodia sir, and one of the first after Ramakrishna Srivastav sir who made his college feature in the NPTEL felicitation list and has been there ever since from 2017 onwards. Big round of applause for sir. बड़े चुप चुप से रहते हैं, but he's very persistent.
Thank you so much. So thanks very much for giving me the opportunity to share my experiences with NPTEL since 2016. So deepest gratitude to Dr. Satyaki Roy and Dr. Angana Sen, madam, for recognizing our institute, Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research, Indore, for its contributing efforts in getting knowledge through NPTEL online certifications. We actually started our journey as a local chapter, perhaps in the year 2016-17 onwards. At that time, we had only 16 and 17 students who got certificates through NPTEL, and probably at that point of time, Madam has came up to IIT Indore and then felicitated those students along with our faculty members also. So that's again was a gesture offered by them. So over the period of time, since then, we had came up with certain encouraging policies to appreciate students and faculty who are supposed to earn NPTEL certificates. We have been identifying NPTEL courses in line with the university curriculum, courses, assigning mentors, coordinating with them in pursuing the courses, solving the problems and submitting the assignments, so on. So many type of efforts being put in to encourage students to submit the assignments and pursuing the courses on time, so that they can do it effectively and impactfully. So with these many efforts, now we became one of the leading and active local chapters in Central India. This time also more than 1,200 students are writing NPTEL certification exam from Acropolis Indore itself, and probably will be getting felicitated because we have now in top 200 local chapters pan-India. So couple of problems we usually face, the major problem that we usually face in encouraging students for getting enrollment in these courses is that the timeline mismatch between the university start of the semester and the timeline of NPTEL courses actually. So we usually lack by the timeline that used to. So, yeah. We did actually, sir, we did. So that's why we, now you can say that this time also we, yes, yeah. What we supposed to do?
What happens in our country is that, if we have to map the, the semester dates in South India, that is totally different from the North. It into the ways, right? We have to work with people in Jammu and Kashmir, we are working with people in Tamil Nadu. Dates are all different and all that, but there's this whole thing about dates. I think you need to really build all this, interaction, communication, network properly with your students. That's one of the solutions to this.
That's why we open enrollments in the month of May, midweek of May. And students go
What?
for the summer vacations in June.
Yes, yes, yes. And another thing.
For the January session also, we do it in October, and they go for their winter break in December. That's the only reason. And it is like, I don't think it will be difficult for them to enroll.
No, ma'am, enrollment is not at all a problem.
Examinations are conducted.
Examinations.
On Saturdays and Sundays.
That's again.
So there can't be any examination in the university.
The main problem that the student supposed to face is the university exams and the NPTEL exams supposed to clash, or maybe they are following one after another. So they give preference to university exams first, and then they're supposed to appear in NPTEL course certification exams. So many a times we face, students are facing problems in appearing and writing exams for NPTEL particularly, because probably they are having their exams on Monday, and day before that they are having their NPTEL certification exam on Saturday and Sunday. So this is what, where we are facing problems. Students supposed to face problem actually. And we don't have any other option that they can then reappear in the exams later after their university exams. So that's why.
This is also one thing Ravani wrote there. Yeah. This is something I think we should take a note of. It's very important because what he's talking about is a genuine problem that we have been also listening from the institutions. What happens is, if we conduct examinations well before the semester examination in the university, it doesn't complete, the credit units. It at least appears that we jaldi khatam ho gaya semester. So we have to match it around that time itself. And so as you say, obviously the students would give more preference to the university examination. We also want them to give preference to the university examination preparation. But how to resolve this problem is systems thinking that we need to do to resolve this matter.
So that's the major problem, sir. Rest, everything is, in line. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share. I hope, I can assure you that we're not going to get it down. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And before we move on to the felicitation valedictory session, I would like to, Praveen sir, a professor is called. I would like to call upon one spoke, जिनके पास जाना was quite an adventure for us. पहले तो हमारी फ्लाइट लेट हो गई, लेट. जो फ्लाइट आई, पता है वो कहाँ से आई? हीथ्रो से आई, दिल्ली में लैंड हुई, फिर हम गए उनके पास. पता है कौन सा स्टेट है? अमृतसर ऑफ कोर्स. सो हीथ्रो से आई हुई फ्लाइट में ड्रीम लाइनर में बैठ के हम गए. ऐसा एक इंस्टीट्यूट जिनके मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट में डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद की यूज़ की हुई गाड़ी खड़ी रहती है. सो a very, very warm welcome to Dr. Lakhveer Singh Khana, and I have never forgotten that institute ever in my life. एक तो वो गाड़ी देख के I was shocked. दूसरा मेरा जाना was an adventure, आना was a super adventure. क्या हुआ कि मैं फ्लाइट में बैठ के सो गई थी. जब आँख खुली तो सर said, I asked sir, have we reached Delhi? He said, yeah, we are in mid-air going back to Ludhiana. I mean Amritsar. What happened? Because there is a technical snag, the flight was flying and could not land in Delhi. So we are going back to Ludhiana, So it is a wonderful experience that I've had, but you must interact with this person. He's a house on fire, completely energetic. I don't know how he gets this energy that he has. Please welcome Dr. Lakhveer Singh Khana, and I'm so eagerly waiting for his inputs.
इतनी बात है नहीं मैम मुझ में जितनी आपने बता दी. So a very good afternoon to all of the most important, most instrumental persons in NPTEL fraternity. Professor Roy, ma'am, Angna Sen Gupta, Lalti ma'am, and all the SPOCs from different institutions. I myself, Lakhveer Singh Khana, am from Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, Ludhiana, Punjab. So as ma'am has said, I belongs to GNE, which is one of the most oldest engineering institution in northern India, established in 1956. So our department, my department was established in 1957. So from that day, we are in the service of society. So anyhow, thanks ma'am for giving me this opportunity because I think I have just I have missed only two SPOC meetings. Otherwise, I have attended from last 2017. Yes, from 2017 I am associated with NPTEL. So as all these things are the normal things, and we had to proceed for felicitation and lunch also. I am just coming to, as Professor Roy has stated, what kind of problems or what kind of suggestions we can make. So as Professor Amit has already elaborated all the things, and we have framed different policies starting from 2018. In 2018, we came up with the Swayam NPTEL Local Chapter Committee. Our committee members are also here with me, Madam Rajveer, Dr. Gurjot and Jagmeet. So in that committee, we conduct regular meetings, and we see how we can motivate faculty, how we can motivate students that way. So initially we came up with the idea of reimbursement of examination fees. Although this is very nominal fee for a faculty, but it always have a good gesture from institution side if you reimburse or give some money to appear in NPTEL online examination. From that day, from 2018, we had policy that within 1 year, one faculty member can claim up to the reimbursement up to 5 courses. Along with their travel allowances occurred in examination. So initially we had got very good number of the students too from our institution. So we always provide them the bus facility or taxi service, or if the faculty use their personal car, then there is a policy that they need not to have any extra approval. They just go to write the exam, appear in the exam, and came back after filling the TA form that they got reimbursed. And in 2020 and 21, consecutively, we were in A category. Right now, we are just active local chapter only. I am coming to the suggestion, sir, how it got happened. See, within this framework of NPTEL, I don't think so that students from IITs or IISc Bangalore or from IIM, they appear in NPTEL exam. I don't think so. Most of the students are from non-IITs or NITs, etc., etc. So what we feel that our rating criteria is based on number of registrations, and number of registrations are directly proportional to the intake of institution. We all belongs to teaching fraternity, and I think most of the delegates will be agree to me that within private institution there is no rider on intake. I belong to Punjab, and in Punjab we have some universities, I would not like to name any university, having seats in thousands, intake in lakhs. So being a government engineering institution or being government institution, we have a rider of fixed intake, and due to some constraints, it might be a policy not to compromise with the quality. So we never go to hike in the seats. So in those cases, although all of us work very hard to enhance the enrollment and enhance the registration, but there is a difference. For any private university who has 1 lakh intake, and for government engineering institution or heritage institution like GNE, we have intake of 3,500. So there is no like a mechanism how we can compare the rating for those kind of institutions. So this is my personal suggestion to you, that please think about it. If we can develop in such a mechanism in which we can consider government engineering college or heritage institutions in different category, so that we can go ahead with much more recognition and much more improvement. सेकंड हमारे ना हिंदी में कहावत होती है कि हाथी की पैड में सब कुछ आ जाता है. तो जब अमित जी बोल गए, मैम बोल गए, सर बोल गए, तो मेरे बोलने के लिए तो कुछ ज़्यादा रह नहीं जाता. लेकिन फिर भी मतलब एक सर इंटर्नशिप की जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं, इट वुड बी बेटर इफ़ अगर उसको थोड़ा एनहांस किया जाए. हमारे काफ़ी स्टूडेंट्स ने इंटर्नशिप की एंड वी हैव सीन द डिफरेंस. आई रियली अप्रिशिएट के मतलब उनके वो 7 दिन या 20 दिन जो आईआईटी कैंपस में गुजारे उन्होंने, लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस. क्योंकि जो आईआईटी स्टूडेंट्स नहीं होते हैं उनके लिए बहुत बड़ी बात होता है आईआईटी कैंपस में रहकर कुछ गेन करना. सो if possible, please try to give much more internship opportunity. I know the constraints, professor भी busy होते हैं, सभी के पास उतनी assignments होती हैं. If it is possible, kindly try to enhance the number of internship. As far as this SPOC workshop is concerned, attempt could be made if we keep the venue at IIT campus. Please. जी. मैम ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं सर, एक और मतलब पायलट करके देख लीजिए, रुड़की में रख लीजिएगा कभी, कानपुर में नहीं रखना था. Okay, right, sir. Right, I understand, sir. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yes. Intake, yes. It should be related with intake of institution. Yes. So please, we must have some brainstorming how to. Yes, you're right. And I don't want to take much time. I have noticed some points during discussion. Yes, one in a lighter movement. Please change the template of active SPOC local chapter certificate and participation certificate of SPOC workshop. It is the same from last 2017. And when we produce that certificate to NB or NAC to anyone, there is a change of date only. So it is not any like a technical problem. It is just in lighter mode that please change the template of that certificate, design of that certificate. No, sir, it's brand. Please change for SPOC certificate also and for participant certificate also. That's I think. Amit sir has discussed about exam. So last year we have also got some problem, because in 2018 we came up with a credit transfer policy for minor engineering in different domain, like a student is studying in mechanical engineering and he want to have a minor in electronics and communication, we have that policy in 2018. So in that, we got one problem. One of our very good student, he was not able to appear in exam. And he has already submitted that I will take this exam for instead of having classroom teaching, there in that particular case, that was the policy that a student was interested to appear in NPTEL exam instead of classroom teaching. And unfortunately, he was not able to appear in exam. And in the next run, the course was not offered. So we came up with very, being a teacher, it was very embarrassing for us that there were, we don't blame anyone, but we were not having any option to get rid of that problem. From now onward, our BOS and Academic Council has agreed that exam conduct for 12B, I think, institution, there is an option that those institutions can conduct their own exam. So although I personally don't want that NPTEL exam should be conducted by us, no, because we trust NPTEL and people trust in NPTEL. So only for those cases who are not able to pass or appear, we will be trying to conduct exam at our own. So this is from our side. Right, sir. Yes, sir. I can understand, sir. That is why this kind of meeting is required. And yes, sir. Within, I think by next academic council meeting, we will got it approved. And last thing, ma'am, I again request to conduct a workshop at in Punjab. Ma'am, now I can assure that those problems has been solved. And क्योंकि 2019 में किया था सर हमने, तो अभी 25 आ गया है, तो 5 साल बाद तो कुछ भी रिन्यूअल मांगता है ना. इस बार नहीं होगा सर. थैंक यू सो मच.
My takeaway from Professor Lakhveer Singh Khana's little talk was that he trusts NPTEL. I am so glad to hear it. And he said that people trust NPTEL. So the new spokes who are here, you know why Swayam NPTEL is a brand that people look up to. Thank you so much, sir. So I will move on without further ado to the thing we have gathered here today for. The valedictory session, recognizing your efforts, your students' efforts for all that you have done and helped Swayam NPTEL scale such heights. So first, the certificates for local chapters who have made it to the top 200 category. नाश्ता किया है सबने? चाय भी पी है? अदरक वाली, यस. तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए, हाँ? Not for me, but for you and your colleagues. So first, LCID 4103. नहीं है? हाँ. He knows his LCID. That was I was looking for. Netaji Subhash University of Technology. A huge round of applause. They are number 1 in North Zone in the top 200 LC category. I would like to invite Professor Satiki Roy, Lalti Datta ma'am to please come up on stage and hand over the plaques and felicitate our spokes. Ma'am, come. Sir, the Professor Naresh Grover, sir, Pro VC of Manav Rachna, International Institute of Research and Studies. Yes. क्या हुआ तालियां? हाँ. Sir, please come. Rupali. Naja. Ma'am, please join. राजेश गौर सर आए हैं क्या? GLA मथुरा? GLA Mathura, a huge round of applause. They have the most number of NPTEL stars this time. Please, बिल्कुल मुझे यहाँ तक सुनाई देना चाहिए. The top performing university from Uttar Pradesh. वो जो 3% आप देख रहे थे ना, उसमें 1% सर ही ले गए हैं. Next, JC Bose University of Science and Technology, YMCA, another consistent performer, consistent. They have rarely missed an occasion. आपकी फरीदाबाद की ही है, थोड़ा और हो जाए. श्री वैष्णव विद्यापीठ विश्वविद्यालय इंदौर, Abhishek Sharma ji, please. कमलेश मैम रेडी हो जाइए. आइए. May I now call upon Dr. Meenakshi, the Dean of Academics, MRIIRS, and Kamlesh ma'am, the host of today and an awardee, featuring again in the top 200. It's an honor, I guess, to receive it from the Pro VC himself, a certificate you've worked so hard for. Professor Shushrut Shamunto from Manipal University, Jaipur. Manipal University, Jaipur, the next in the top 200 list. Professor Sushil Kumar Jain from Purnima University, please step up. Manipal University, Jaipur. कमलेश मैम और चाय वाय पिलाएं क्या? पता नहीं, सब सुस्त पड़ गए. पूर्णिमा यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर, Dr. Sushil Kumar Jain. Oh, Dr. Manoj Gupta, because Sushil Kumar sir has left for some other college. Yaduvir Singh sir, where are you? How can I miss you? Yes. Another, please, a big round of applause for him. A consistent performance since 2017. I actually know him from it's been a long association, and he is another person whom you can speak to for any kind of advice. KIET Group of Institutions, Ghaziabad, a huge round of applause for Yaduvir sir. प्रवीण सर आ जाइए. AITR मध्य प्रदेश. Again featuring in the top 200. Indira ma'am from JP Institute of Information Technology. जो सारे पीछे बैठे हैं बिल्कुल ताली नहीं बजा रहे, इसलिए मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. थैंक यू. मनप्रीत मैम, प्लीज बी रेडी. They keep on performing year after year, year after year, year after year. So glad to meet them every time. Come on, Manpreet ma'am. From the Pro VC of MRIIRS to MRU. फर्क A और I ब्लॉक के बीच में ही है. Professor Parmanand, please. Professor Parmanand from Sharda University, Noida. Congratulations, sir. And last but not the least, Professor Sanjeev Kumar from Graphic Era. Graphic Era all the way from Uttarakhand, braving a weather that was very, very bad this time. Please, sir. And why he deserves a louder applause is because 5,000 जो registration हुए थे उत्तराखंड में, उसमें से 2,000 इन्होंने ही contribute किया है. So please, all for his effort. Thank you so much, sir. Now we move on to the discipline ratings. We begin with Sharda University again. Professor Parmanand, I'll request you. He gets it for chemistry and biochemistry. The top performing institute for chemistry and biochemistry. Professor Rajesh Kumar from GLA again. GLA for management, Professor Rajesh Kumar again. GLA University Mathura for management. Raisoni University, are you ready? Yes, sir, please come up. For the newest chapter that we have opened in NPTEL, Agricultural Engineering, top performer. GH Raisoni University from Sausar, Agricultural Engineering. I will again call upon Professor Anand Gupta. Professor Anand Gupta from NSUT, please. Now, you must listen for what all he is getting. Computer science and engineering, 1. Humanities and social science, 2. Management, 3. Mathematics, 4. Yes, please. 4 times you have to do this. 4 times. And the fifth time because he is in the top 1%. His students are in the top 1%. So a fifth round of applause for him. And one big round of applause for NPTEL. See the reach. Top 1% in CSE and top 1% in humanities and social science from courses done with institutes who excel exclusively in engineering. Please, that is the power of NPTEL, and that is why Laghveer Singh sir said that we trust NPTEL. Thank you so much. Next, Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth from Indore again for arts and science. Oh, sorry, this is special category. Yes, we are announcing the special category, please. We begin with Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, AA rating. They are in the top 200 AA rated institution, Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth from Indore. Sanjay Bhandari sir from Jodhpur Institute of Engineering and Technology. If you are here, Sanjay Bhandari sir. Okay. JIET, he gets the active certificate, active local chapter certificate. Yes. So they are the best certified improvement in counts, in numbers. Okay, so they have made an improvement in their rankings. Please, a huge round of applause for Sanjay Bhandari sir. Last but not the least, I will have to welcome again Professor Rajesh Kumar from GLA University. AAA rated LC star performer. जितने उत्तर प्रदेश से आए हैं प्लीज इनके लिए तो ताली होनी ही चाहिए. वो जो 3% है उसमें 2% तो सर ही ले गए हैं. Okay, now we have the active local chapters. First, we begin with Echelon Institute of Technology, Haryana, Professor Irfanullah Khan. Next, Sanjay Bhandari sir from JIET. Sanjay Bhandari sir from JIET. Amit Saxena sir from Moradabad Institute of Technology. Amit Saxena sir from Moradabad Institute of Technology. Suyash Bharadwaj sir from Gurukul Kangri Vishwavidyalaya, Haridwar. Yogesh Kumar sir from GD Goenka. कैसे है? Yogesh Kumar sir from GD Goenka. Another of our long-standing associates. So Yash Bharadwaj sir, excellent. GD Goenka, Yogesh Kumar sir. No, not there. Okay. ITM Gwalior. ITM Gwalior. Have they come? Aruna Vajpayee ma'am, ITM or yes, please. GITS Rajasthan, Vishal Jain sir. GITS Rajasthan, Gitanjali Institute. Left? They have registered, right? Okay. All right. Prestige Institute of Engineering, Management and Research from Indore. I'm so glad you made it. Manoj Wadhwa sir from Advanced Institute of Technology and Management, Palwal. Manoj Wadhwa. Ashish Kumar Singhal sir from Sagar Institute. इतने जगह थे सर सामने, फिर भी पीछे बैठते हैं. Ashish Kumar Singhal sir from Sagar Institute of Science, Technology and Engineering. Shikha Gupta ma'am. I just spoke to her. Yes, she's there. Shikha Gupta ma'am from Management Education and Research Institute, Delhi. Shikha Gupta ma'am from Management Education and Research Institute, Delhi. Professor Chandra Kumar Pardhi from Sagar Institute of Science, Technology and Research. Now you can clap heartily. We have reached the end of our valedictory ceremony. So, big round of applause for yourselves, for all your students, for all the NPTEL star faculty performers, for spokes, and for every one of you who make us feel so proud every day. Thank you, Professor Roy. Thank you, Professor Grover, for gracing this occasion. Anyone who wants to speak? Okay.
Hello, I hope I'm audible. Hi everyone. So we are representing the Ministry of Education, that I think you are all aware about it. So we are trying to identify some of the challenges that Swayam platform is having, and it could be on any front, be that on the user experience side or UI related, or is there any other technical challenges according to the course, and anything related regarding the course that we are trying to identify and trying to figure it out. So if you have any specific areas that we need to address it, and which if it turns out to be a common problem across all the local chapters, it would be really happy, and we would be more encouraged to solve that issue and take it up immediately. I think it would be easier for us to have pass on mic so that we can take up those challenges. My team is available to take up those issues.
What I would suggest is, we will be, with your permission, will be sharing the contact details of some of you with your group, you can get in touch with them, or they can get in touch with you. We'll be sharing some of your numbers also with them. So, because things like usability issues, for example, I mean, just some time back, somebody said, who was mentioning? Yeah, you were mentioning something, right? So there are several issues on the portal which actually requires attention, and I think the whole idea and this whole thing, this request has been coming to us for a long time. I'm glad that ministry has actually kind of they're working closely with them to address these issues. So I mean, we'll get you connected, and then perhaps some solution can come out. Yeah, we have a team of about 7-8 people out here. So एक बार खड़े हो जाओ यार, जान तो लें आपको lunch के time पे. So this team is there. He's also there. So please kind of meet them, talk to them, explain to them whatever your concerns are. They will take a note of it, and then of course come up with a solution.
Absolutely. Please feel free to reach out to us. We are trying to figure out each and every member and trying to identify who exactly is the SPOC of which college and everything. So, sorry? Yeah. So please invite us to our college also. We can maybe get granular level of details and maybe explore your college as well. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Couple of certificates because I think of traffic jam and all the registrations did not feature. So I would request Professor Grover and Professor Roy to please felicitate Sonam Bhadoria of Swami Rama Himalayan University, Dehradun. Ma'am. Professor Jitendra Kumar Chaudhary from Graphic Era Hill University. And Professor Shantanu Boshak, University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur. Sir, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Yes. Thank you for pointing out these little errors on our side, and apologies for the same. And thank you very much, sirs, again. So, the stage is again for MRIIRS, and you have to hold on to your hunger for 15 more minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and congratulations to all the awardees. A big round of applause for yourself, please. Now, as a mark of our deep appreciation and gratitude, I would now like to request Professor Dr. Naresh Grover, Minakshi ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, and Kamlesh ma'am to facilitate our esteemed dignitaries with a token of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause as we celebrate the remarkable contribution of our remarkable guest. Professor Satyaki Roy. Big round of applause, please. They have been really instrumental for having us all today here. Dr. Angana Sen Gupta. and Ms. Lalti Datta.
Thank you so much, all the eminent dignitaries, for gracing the occasion. Thank you so much. So, as we approach the end of the enriching and insightful workshop, it is time to express our deep sense of reverence and gratitude. So, now I would like to invite Mrs. Lalti Datta, Senior Project Manager, Swayam NPTEL Office, IIT Kanpur, to deliver the vote of thanks. Mrs. Datta has been pivotal figure in the National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning initiative, overseeing the development and dissemination of diverse web courses. Her dedication has significantly contributed to the enhancement of digital education platforms, ensuring quality reaches nationwide. So with a big round of applause, let's welcome Lalti ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon. It was a complete pleasure in hosting this event at Manav Rachna International Institute of Research Studies. I will start by thanking Dr. Sanjay Srivastava, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Naresh Grover, Pro Vice Chancellor, and Professor Meenakshi, Dean Academics of this institute, for giving us the opportunity to organize this event. The SPOCs present here, without whose support and effort, Swayam NPTEL would not have been a success story. Vadhvani AI team for joining us. Would also like to thank the faculty members of Manav Rachna, the volunteers, the media team, and the staff members who helped IIT Kanpur in hosting this event. Last but not the least, Dr. Kamlesh Sharma, for being a splendid host and a hard taskmaster, ensuring a flawless completion of this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your warm words of appreciation. I would now request you all to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
And with that, we draw curtains to what have been an inspiring and enriching SPOC felicitation cum awareness workshop for the North Zone. A heartfelt gratitude to our guests, our esteemed speakers, and the enthusiast participants. As we wrap up, we invite you to continue the conversation over a delightful lunch on the ground floor. Thank you so much.